Hello, 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 hello there, Izzy. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. My name is Amista, and we're here to do a little bit of chit chat, catch up with some of the people I do know, get to meet other people. We're going to do a little bit of tarot reading along the way and just have a nice little visit basically on this live stream. We're starting to get a little bit of a nice community that shows up here on the channel. I'm really enjoying that. Izzy, how you doing? It's been a little bit since I've seen you, honey. How are you? I'm just clearing the tarot cards right now, getting ready for the live stream. After that, we'll clear the Lenormand deck for clarifiers, and then we'll jump into doing some readings. I'm glad to hear that you are okay. Okay is a good place to lift off from into happiness. Cheryl Ford, hello, hello. Good afternoon, my friend. I'm fantastic. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I'm doing readings and Reiki. My YouTube's going viral. My client base is expanding. My life is good, good, good. And getting better all the time. Thank you for asking. Desiree, how you doing, honey bunny? How you doing? How you doing? Boopity doo doo. I'm glad to hear that you're good. I am having fun. Doing one of my favorite things. Hello there, Mila. How you doing today, honey bunny? Oh, Izzy's already got a question for me. We're going to do our manifestation advice for everybody first, and then we'll jump into questions. Izzy, I'm going to go ahead and write down your name so I don't forget. About it. I like to say if it isn't written down in my world, it doesn't always happen, so we'll take care of it. Glad you had that interview, though. That sounds fantastic. We like it when we have interviews. All right, let's see what we have. Boo-ba-da-doo-doo-doo. Mila said hi to y'all. Best manifestation advice for the next 24 hours. Y'all be thinking about what it is you would like to manifest. Does it have to do with love? Does it have to do with home, with family, with career? Be thinking about what do you want to manifest. And then this advice will come into play within the next 24 hours. Nomad wants a message. Okay. All right, here we go. Best manifestation advice. Oh, this is funny. This is the same card that came up on the Facebook for the first card. Oh, this is different advice though. Raise your standards is the first bit. Time to raise standards. Cheryl Ford wants a message as well. As a part of raising those standards, we're going to be holding back our energy and our efforts from social stuff, friendship stuff. So this basically says there's something here that we're raising standards around. It's either going to be around our career and accomplishing whatever our mission is, or it's going to be around just the idea of raising our standards around what we want from our own finances. And so either way, we're going to be not as loose with the social engagements that we agree to. So if we have something that's going to distract us from working on our career or something that's going to take a lot of money and we're trying to save money, we're going to be like, no, thank you. So this is really some Saturn energy. This is some discipline energy about, learning to use that little 2-letter word no. When appropriate. Very interesting. All right. Let's see. Let me make sure I haven't missed anything here in the chat. All right. So Izzy had a question for me about an interview. Izzy wants to know. Remind me of your first name, Izzy. Are you Isabel? I think you've told me before, but I don't remember. And I like to use first names. There's Ms. Rhoda. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. Guys, if you haven't already put in a request, put your question in the chat, or if you want a message from Spirit, put that in the chat box. I still want to know Izzy's first name. We got to focus on the basics first. Teresa, hello, hello. Happy New Year. Glad to see you, my friend. Welcome. Okay, maybe Izzy is not in the room anymore. Maybe she got a phone call or something. All right, so we're going to move on to, oh, there she is. Okay, what's your first name, honey? Waiting. What's your first name? Everybody's waiting on you. No pressure. Fran. Okay. Hello there, best version. Welcome. How are you doing, honey? I'm alive. I'm breathing. I'm doing readings and Reiki. My YouTube's going viral. My client base is expanding. My life is good. And getting better all the time. Thank you for asking. All right, so Fran wants to know, will she get the job at the place where she interviewed for yesterday? Will she actually be offered that job? Mm-mm. I would say you should definitely keep on putting out resumes, honey bunny. It's interesting how that first card comes up because we start off with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, which talks about seems good. Seems like things are getting better, but then I've got things after that that are not so hot. Queen of Wands in reverse. This is somebody that's like too bossy, too pushy. King of Swords. This is somebody super analytical. 2 of Wands. This tells me that they feel like they're kind of forced to choose somebody. And with the 7 of Swords, they kind of have to go back to a person that they were considering before. So they may have somebody who applied from in-house and they're supposed to hire in-house instead of out of house or something along those lines. I think you made a good impression on them. I just don't think that it works out for them to offer you this particular job. Well, that's a lot of people. Is Bella actually alive, Teresa? Are we talking about a living dog that's still breathing in its body, or are we talking about a different one? You're quite welcome. Thank you, best version. I want to make sure that was Izzy. That was Fran. Okay, so now we're on to Desiree. Desiree wants a message. Current does not mean living, honey. Not in my world. All right. So, Teresa has a question. Doing a little animal communication when we get to her. All right, Desiree. Message from Spirit for Desiree. Everybody else be on the lookout for a piggyback message. La da 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 da. Thank you for all those thumbs ups. You guys are amazing. I didn't even ask, and y'all did that. Wow, y'all are blowing my mind today with your awesomeness. Okay, Desiree, message from Spirit. What is going on here? What is happening, Desiree? You have like the craziest reading that I've seen for a little bit. I won't even say for a while because I've seen some crazy ones lately. Let's see here. We start off really great. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. We like it. That's good timing. Things are working out well for you. Things are working out well. This is good opportunities, good timing for things. I mean, this is things flowing smoothly. You've kind of done the behind the scenes work so that when an opportunity comes in, you can actually take that opportunity and run with it. And then look at our next card. The 8 of Swords. What the heck is going on? You have all this good stuff happening in your life and you're questioning it. You're second guessing it. You're like, "Oh, this is too good to be true. I got to mm-mm. Nope. 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 That's got to be too good to be true. I can't take advantage of that opportunity. No way. That pays way too much. And I only have to work 2 hours a day? Are you kidding me? There is no way I can do that. Mm-mm, that can't be right. Nope, 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 nope. This is the energy that I've got here, okay? I don't know that that's the literal scenario, but that's the energy that I have here. All right? Wheel of Fortune is all kinds of good opportunities. Can be abundance, can be in relationship, good time to ask the boss for a raise, all kinds of stuff. It can be all kinds of stuff, but it's basically you've got opportunities, and these are opportunities that you have actually prepared for. You've been looking forward to having these opportunities come in. Now they're coming at you, and you're like, "Oh, that can't be right. I'm not going to do anything with that opportunity because it can't be right." Look, look, she's got all this like bandages or whatever this is wrapped around her, toilet paper, whatever. We don't even know what that is. She can probably break her arms free. If she can't just break her arms free like it's toilet paper, all she has to do is rub up and down on one of those swords and she could break herself free. It's not hard. But she's thinking in circles. Look at all those swords in a circle around her in the ground. There's even a pathway. All she has to do is walk out and follow that creek and she can come right out. And waters talk about abundance. But she's not. She's keeping herself blindfolded. Okay. So you have opportunities you have prepared for. They are coming in, and yet you are not even lifting your hands to receive them. Why? Because they're tied up with toilet paper. Gosh dang it. That just makes life so hard. I am messing around with you a little bit, but I'm trying to get the point across that all you have to do is do something. All right. So, best advice or heads up. 8 of Wands in reverse. This talks about slow down in communication. Communication is not going very fast back and forth. Well, why? Why is it not? We know why. Because someone's in their head too much. They're thinking things over. They're doubting these opportunities that are coming to them. So they're not taking action on them. So, of course, if you're not taking action on this is like saying somebody has called me and said that I could have this, that I won the lottery. All I have to do is take my ticket down to the gas station and pick up the number or pick up the slip or whatever, pick up the money, but I'm not calling them back to schedule a time to come down to the gas station so they can have the money ready for me. This is what this is. This is literally what this is. This says I'm not talking to the person where my opportunity is coming from. I'm just not doing that. Hierophant in reverse. What we're not talking about? What we're not talking about is we're not talking about this contract or commitment because because it's there, but I just can't believe that it's really there. This is what I've worked for probably 6 or 7 or 8 months, but I just can't really believe that it's there. How could that be there? The World card in reverse. This ain't over. This is like my Ten of Swords in reverse, only louder. This cycle is not complete. Okay, that's the way the energy is reading right now. Like right now, whenever I put these cards down, this cycle was not complete. Well, what would complete the cycle? What would complete the cycle is communication, which is not happening. Communication about this commitment, which is not happening because you're not talking about it. And by the way, I held it up upside down. It came in right side up. You're not talking about it. Please talk about it. Please talk about it. There may be some negotiation that still has to happen, but please talk about it. Don't just dismiss it out of hand because you've probably been manifesting this thing for a while. Now you have this opportunity right in front of you and you're just overthinking it. You're going to lose this thing. This is like somebody being out on the softball field and somebody freaking sends a softball over into right field. And the right fielder just looking at it like, wow, it looks like it's coming my way, but I don't know if it's really going to make it into right field or not. Oh, look, there it is. It's coming straight up into right field. There it is. I should be running to go get that. I don't know. It's probably going to go straight out of the ballpark. I couldn't catch it anyway. This is exactly what this energy is telling me. All right. All you got to do is catch the ball. Run a few steps wherever you got to be in right field. Stick your mitt up in the air and let the ball fall into it. That's all you got to do. It's your time to receive whatever this is that you've been manifesting. Put your mitt in the air. Do your communication. You're quite welcome. All right, next up, Cheryl Ford wants a message. If anybody else has not said about a message they want, or if they haven't asked their question, please put that in the chat so that I can just keep rolling right through. When I see it show up, I will write it down. I'll try to take them in the order that they show up. I was wondering if you had a question, Mila. You've always got a question for me. Oh, man, New Year's wishes. Okay, Mila, who sent the first message, you or Felipe? Dang it. Didn't we see that he was an avoidant last time we looked at him, or was that somebody else that we looked at for you? If you've got somebody that's an avoidant, you can't be sending the first message. Am I thinking right, or is that a different person? Okay, Cheryl's message from Spirit. Oh, okay, that was a new person. All right. Good. Okay. Good. Hate to see you shoot yourself in the foot. All right, so Best Version has a question. I love the strong arm. Look at me. I love it. All right, so Cheryl, message from Spirit. Let's see what we have. Beepity-dee-dee-dee-dee. Beepity-dee, beepity-dee, beepity-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Okay, everybody else be on the lookout for a piggyback message. Cheryl, you have the 10 of Pentacles showing up in reverse. This tells me that you are looking to upgrade your level of stability or security. Sometimes that has to do with relationships. Sometimes that has to do with money and assets. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This talks about getting out there and doing whatever it takes to make sure that that budget works. So now we are not talking about relationships. We are talking about finances and assets. Knight of Pentacles says, I'm making the budget work. I'm writing out the bills. I'm making sure I've got plenty. I'm making sure I've got plenty left over to buy the food and the gas and the groceries and to stick a little bit away for retirement, hopefully. Most people in my generation have not covered that very well, but hopefully somebody is. Rhoda wants a message from Spirit. Linda, hello, hello. Cheryl, yay. So glad you made it in person while I'm here. Message from Spirit for Cheryl. Okay. Cheryl from North Hollywood, California. Alrighty. This is for Cheryl Ford, though. We're going to finish up her message. This, best advice or heads up. Ooh, look at that. Nay, nay. 9 of Swords. This tells me that this is stressing you out, man. You may even be having trouble sleeping. That's a stress card. You're doing everything that you know how to do already. So now you got to kind of leave it to God. Spirit, universe, whatever word you want to use. Queen of Cups in reverse says it's time to quit pouring out energy and effort. Page of Pentacles for things that don't reciprocate back to you, that don't pay you back. So if you have a track record of, here, I'm going to loan you some money and then you're going to pay me back at like 5% interest or 10% interest or whatever, and this person just never pays you back, nay, nay, done, done. Once you pay me back the other stuff that you owe me, then I'll loan you the next money. Because you're stressing out. They're getting you into a situation now where you got to be stressed. Nay, nay, done with that. I hope that makes sense for you, Miss Cheryl. Hello there, Helga. Oh, you're from Iceland. Yay. Okay, so Helga has a question for me. Aren't you in the country that, like, President Trump says we need to own now? If you're in that country, my deepest apologies for his frickin' ignorance. And Linda has a question for me. Oh, he said it about Canada too, but there's also, I think Iceland's part of Denmark, right? And we have a base there. Well, now he's decided that strategically we need to. Had a question for me. Okay, are we done buffering? I didn't do any reading. I just ranted about the redhead in this country that's an idiot. And making the rest of us look like idiots. Okay, I want to bring Teresa's question down so I can look at it when I look at this. Okay, so this was Teresa's question. Let's see. So Teresa White, Bella. Okay, Miss Bella. What would you like to say to your mama? Okay, so Teresa, I need you to be on your game here because this is going to be a little bit interactive. First of all, she says that you're a good mama, and she's showing me something that is really, like, it's fluffy, and I want to say it's round, or at least it's got soft angles on it. I'm not sure if this is like a fluffy round toy or if this is like a fluffy small animal, like a fluffy hamster toy, or whatever, but she's showing me something really fluffy. Her bed. Okay, that would be okay. All right, let's see what she would like to say to you about her bed. Oh, she's saying that she loves her bed. She feels like that's lap of luxury. She could never have imagined anything so fluffy. She's saying that she likes your lap too, though. I don't know how much she gets to sit in your lap, but she likes your lap as well. She was showing me white, but I'm not sure. I think maybe animals are colorblind, so if it's really light pink, maybe that's why it would seem white when she showed it to me. Um, I've heard they are. Is she a new rescue? Because she's really on about how she's really proud to be with you. She's proud that she's yours. This one I saw was more solid colored. Well, she likes your lap. She's the way that she said about your lap made me feel like she was wanting to make sure that you knew that her bed was not better than your lap. She didn't want you to be insulted by that, but she does love her bed. That's really interesting because she's talking like I would think she was new in the house. The way she's talking, she's so excited. She's telling me that you're worried about her about something, like health-wise, is the impression that I have. I'm not quite sure what to make of what she's saying because I know that she doesn't want you to worry, but she's also not saying that everything's okay, like that doctor's an idiot, like, she's not giving me that kind of message, but she doesn't want you to worry. Mm. That was not the impression I had. This is something more health-wise, not about mental or emotional. Mm. I don't think she's on the same page with you. She's thinking about something that's more medical. Let me talk to her about her aggressiveness with other animals, though. Is she protective? She's saying that she's just looking out for you. Because that's what she's telling me. She's like, "Well, I'm just looking out for her." I don't know, she's giving me the impression of something that, is in her stomach, like, let me get a little more back from the camera, like, maybe, like, right about here in her stomach. So, maybe you haven't found that yet, but she may have some kinda lump or something there. Anyway, she doesn't want you to worry about it. But we brought it up, but don't worry about it. Okay, let me finish talking to her about this aggressive thing. She is like, "Well, they should not be coming that close." She's funny. I don't know what kind of results we're going to have with that one because all she told me is that, well, I'm going to try, but it's instinct when people get that close to something that precious to me. Thank you, Miss Bella. Right? I don't know what kind of luck you're going to have with her. She doesn't seem like, when I talk to her, she doesn't seem like she really has control of those. I mean, it seems like it's pretty primal for her. She might be a little muzzle girl. Okay, so let's see. You're quite welcome. Desiree. Yeah. I mean, once you're psychic and you're tapped in, if you set the intention, you can speak with anybody, any spirit that you choose to, as long as they're willing to speak with you. I mean, it's a two-way street. Luckily, Bella was happy talking to me. Happy enough, at least, I guess. So we're on to Mila. I'm not going to take anyone else's questions, by the way, because I'm going to be busy for a while with this. Okay, so Mila, let me scroll up and get your question and bring it back down. Boopity doo doo. There it is. Oh, that's really cute, Teresa. Okay, so from Mila, past person Felipe's current true feelings for me. Okay. What are Felipe's true feelings towards Mila? What are his true feelings towards Mila? Not just the ones that he acknowledges, but the real deal true feelings towards Mila. Boopity doo doo. Let's see what we got. All right. Well, here's the first thing that I am going to say. He's not somebody who's all up in his heart and all his feelings. So he's probably not a water sign. He may not be a one sign. He's probably an air sign or has strong air in his chart. And the reason I say that is people who have strong air in their chart will show up with what they think about you. Even when I ask the way I did about feelings, still what's more important to them is what they actually think about you. So that's what'll show up on the table. His sun sign might be Cancer, but he's got a lot of air going on here, honey bunny. I can tell you that right now. Probably air and earth. We have one cups card. I'm not really thrilled about it. Tell you the truth. The one's cups card, this card, my 3 of cups in reverse says, man, somebody kind of annoys me. They get on my nerves. Okay. Now we have the 10 of Pentacles, talks about you're very secure, you're very stable, you're probably very loyal. He knows that he could count on you. You're reliable. He can count on you for anything. Now, and I got to say, to be fair, I don't know what it is that gets on his nerves. Maybe he just doesn't like the way your face looks when you eat your food. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he doesn't like the smell of your shampoo. God only knows. God only knows with these guys. All right. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. This says he's really not, he's definitely not in a space where he's thinking about putting energy and effort into the relationship. So sorry. You asked. You asked. It's not my fault. All right, let's see. Well, that makes sense with the Pentacles. And even sometimes when Pentacles show up, like they can be very focused on their own income, their own way they make a living. But when they're looking at their partner, they can also be very focused on, well, what's she bringing in? I had a guy that I dated once and he broke up with me and then he got together with this other girl eventually, like 2 girls later. We were still friends. And he was whining and crying at me because she didn't have a job. And she hadn't had a job for a couple of months. She had been looking, but it was just a tough time in the job market right then. And he was just about to lose his stuff. And I was like, dude, calm down. You didn't have a job when I was with you, and I didn't get all over you like this. She's looking, isn't she? Let her rest. I know, right? I like to say these men like it's all men. We know, really. It's not all men. It's easy to say that, though. Okay, Avni had a question for me. Let me back that up. Where did that go? Boopity doo doo. Boopity doo. Thank you for letting me know I was back. I didn't see that earlier. Okay. Well, here's the thing about when we're talking about men and dating. And there is one man in the room, by the way. Cheryl from North Hollywood is a guy. Um, so we can't be too mean because he's a sweetheart. But anyway, like men right off the bat, the first time out of the cage, they're all young and they don't know better, and we're all young and we don't know better, and we do all kinds of crazy things when we get married the first time around. Things that once we get about 20 years under our belts, we look back and go, "What the hell were we thinking?" And then sometimes those marriages fall apart and people get hurt. And so if they weren't already hurt in their childhoods, now they're traumatized from their first marriage and then maybe from their second marriage and then maybe from their third marriage. And so now you got a bunch of, by the time you get to my age, you got a bunch of handicapped gimps out there looking for other handicapped gimps and expecting everybody else to be more healthy than what we are. It gets ugly out there in the dating scene once you get a little older. Off your phone call. Yay. All right. Let's get over to Avni. Unfortunately, Jen, I just got done telling everybody I've got enough questions to keep me busy for a while, and I've already been here 40 minutes. Look at this. There's my list today. That's a long list. Let's see. Will Avni get the speaking gig in Paris for May that she's thinking of whenever she wrote that question? I did, which, by the way, if you guys want to get a private reading with me, if you think I can do good with 5 little cards here in a public forum with all this other energy around, I will knock your socks off in private. Okay, Avneet. Will you? Look, you're right at the front of your reading with your Libra self there. This is interesting. I think you might get it, but I think they might wait so long to let you know that you've got it that it's a real struggle to actually get there. You may have other things booked instead. First of all, let's look at these cards. First of all, you've got the 2 of Cups in reverse. This says, I really liked that idea of the speaking gig in Paris in May, but now I could kind of take it or leave it. In fact, maybe I'd rather leave it. Something's going on there that's putting a sour taste in your mouth. We see the 4 of Pentacles. We see you putting a lot of energy and effort towards actually getting that speaking gig. And then we see the Hanged Man, which says they're taking a long time to let you know. And then we see the 5 of Swords, which says, now you've made it. a struggle for me to get there because you waited till the last minute to say I should show up, and my money is otherwise committed or my time is otherwise committed. Now I have to reschedule things. It has to be a big whole fight just for me to do it. I think you'll be offered it. I think you get to decide, are you going to go through that big whole fight by the time they say something that late? Thank you, Best Version. Best Version's had a couple readings with me. Just a couple. I don't know what year I started reading for Best Version, but it's been a while. I was still pretty new back then. 2014, 2015 maybe? You think? I'm glad you gave them a deadline. I don't think they're going to honor it. Right. Okay, let's see. Rhoda, are you still in the room, Miss Rhoda? And after Rhoda, Cheryl is in the batter's box if Cheryl's still in the room as well. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. By the way, guys, if you want my weekly tarot predictions and you're not signed up to my newsletter, you definitely want to sign up. You can go to my website in the description box below to be able to do that. La-da-da-da, Rhoda. I guess Rhoda has already disappeared. Cheryl, are you in the room? And then we need to know, Helga will be in the batter's box if Rhoda's gone. So Helga, if you can let me know if you're in the room, that would be awesome. So we're looking for Cheryl and Helga and Rhoda, hopefully. Maybe there's just a delay on the line and Rhoda's really still here. I don't know. Oh, if they wait till after the 15th, they can pay you the full price. What'd you say? If they let you know by the 15th, you'll give them a discount? Bum ba da da ba. Bum ba da da da. I don't want to do that to anybody's ears who does not need the megaphone. Okay, so I'm not seeing Rhoda or Cheryl or Helga. That means Linda is last. All these people, I don't know. Well, I've read for Cheryl before. Rhoda and Helga, I don't think I've read before. Linda, I don't think I've read before for. So they just don't know what they're missing. That's why they skipped. They done dipped on me, man. Trying to see if I can see Linda's last name because she was new. Boop-a-doo. I think she was new. You guys know my memory. Napora. Okay, I guess everybody dipped out. They got tired of putting up with my silliness. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for keeping me company here today. It is time for me to dip out. I appreciate you guys keeping me company because otherwise live streams are very short and they're lonely, and I really like them when there's lots of people. Don't forget, if you want my newsletter, sign up for that. That's going to be in my description box below. If you didn't already put a thumbs up on this video, please do that. And awesome. Have a fantastic, wonderful sleep, Best Version. And you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. If I don't see you here for a private reading or a private Reiki session between now and then, I will see y'all back on the next video. Peace out.